The driver made us to understand that Wunmi and Mohbad were fighting. Wunmi told the whole world that it was Prime Boy that fought with Mohbad. She left out the part where she was the one who had the last altercation. Let's always add, violent altercation. That had violent altercation with Wunmi. You understand? They got home. They went into the house. Fast forward at 3 a.m., September 11, World Trade Center. You all remember it. So you see why this Mohbad's story will never go away. Every year, every time we remember the Twin Tower, the World Trade Center, we will always remember Mohbad. Because September 11, 2023, at 3 a.m. was when 3 evil friends of Mohbad came out of the house and they rushed down to meet the driver and say, come and take us to the pharmacy at 3 a.m. At 3 a.m. Because there was an emergency in the house. So we fast forward. Whatever the emergency was, to this day, we still don't know. The police, nobody told us about what the emergency was. From that moment now, we know nothing. What was the emergency? Who were those boys who rushed out of the house? When they went, what medication did they go to get? Did they get it? Did they bring it back? When they brought it back, did they apply it? Did they administer it to Mohbad? Who told them what to buy, what to go to the pharmacy to go and get? Who directed them? We still don't know. And so that's why this engagement, this conversation is all about the questions. Let's just catalog the questions that the Nigerian police, to this day, they have not answered. And because they have not answered these questions, will make this case never to go away. You understand? It will make it never to go away. Fast forward, the driver left, and then the next thing we heard from that 3 a.m. on that morning, the next thing we heard was that after the driver left, the next story was that Prime Boy, Mohbad's friend, whom Wunmi and the rest had alleged fought Mohbad at the show. Imagine, a star like Mohbad went to his hood, went to his neighborhood, and somebody will slap him at that show, and there would not be civil unrest in Ikorodu that night. A star that was at Ikorodu the previous day, where he went there to meet his father with a lot of gifts, and crowd follow him to his father's house, to the point that what the father wanted to discuss with him regarding the petition, let's go and meet this chief, let's go and meet this man, let's see if they can help us resolve this matter. They couldn't go because the crowd was too much. Everybody was shouting, hey, Mohbad, 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 Imole, Imole, Mohbad, Mohbad. And somebody slapped Mohbad or punched Mohbad or gave Mohbad soccer punch or whatever. And there was no biggie. Say, for our Ikorodu, our star, now you the slap like that. Fast forward. So after the driver left, I'm just trying to refresh our mind so that, when we start asking those questions, it will be within context. So on Monday, after the driver left, when they paid him the money for the broken glass, the driver left and gone his way. The next critical point that we got to was that Prime Boy messaged As a matter of fact, he had been calling before that time. He had been calling, nobody answered. Then he messaged Wumi and said, my bag is in the car. You know, they sent me out of the vehicle. My bag is in the car. I need to get my bag. My passport is there. My manager's documents are there. I need to get them. Wumi said, please don't come for now. Don't come for now. Do not come at this point in time. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the question rolling. Do not come at this point in time. Don't come. Don't show up. No, don't show up right now. Meanwhile, okay, Prime Boy didn't come. So Prime Boy decided, I need to get my bag. So he messaged somebody in the house who gave him address and direct and said he should send somebody to come. All right. So that was just the highlight of Monday. On that same Monday, some people said the only thing Mohbad did on that day was table tennis. Some people said the only words that Mohbad spoke on that Monday was to call, was it Lifestyle or Prime, Lifestyle, and say, why are you looking like a schoolboy? That's the only thing. A star like Mohbad, somebody like Mohbad. So the only thing that people recorded about Mohbad on Monday was that he made joke of his friend, and that was all. Fast forward, all through 4 p.m. in the afternoon, in the evening, no record. We didn't hear anything. We didn't hear about Mohbad, right? Nothing at all. In the night, 12 a.m., 2 a.m., on Tuesday morning, 5 a.m. on Tuesday morning, no words, nothing. Nobody had anything. But before that time, they said they wanted to get a nurse. So Spending provided the number and said, okay, if you can't get his nurse, this is my nurse, call her. They couldn't reach the nurse until later, perhaps the next day or so. So on Tuesday, when they got the nurse said, look, I'm in Cotonou on my way to Lagos. Right? On my way to Lagos. So they waited. Apparently, they couldn't contain the emergency that happened at 3 a.m. on Monday. They couldn't contain it. It has gotten out of hands for them. So they needed a nurse now. And of all the clinics, all the hospitals in Lekki, in Surulere, in everywhere, Island, they didn't get to contact anybody except a nurse that was outside of Nigeria. So they did nothing. They were waiting. So on Tuesday, what we learned was that at 9 o'clock, somebody called the driver. Keep in mind, nobody had called the Baba. Nobody had called the Baba at this time. There has been no record, no statement, no affirmative statement that somebody called the father and said, Baba, Baba, your son is not feeling well. Please come. Or, speak with him. Nobody. And there has never not been anyone from the outside world, from all Mohbad's network, his network in London, his network in Canada, his network in France, his network in South Africa, his network in Kenya, his network in America, his network in Spain, his network all over the world. Nobody. His network in Ghana, his network all over Nigeria. Nobody contacted Mohbad on Monday. No, nobody at all. No, nobody. You understand? So, by midday, At 9 o'clock, they called the driver. They say, Mr. Driver, were you the one who took Mohbad, this musician to Ikorodu? He said, yes, not me. They say, Oga, you be like, say, you go report yourself for police station or something don't happen. The man was like, waiting happen, waiting I do. I carry and go, then break my glass. I collect my money. I go my way. Waiting come be my own. The man ignored. After he checked his family, saying nobody get police problem. By midday, 11, 12, 11:30, 12:30, he got a call that the boy he took to the show had died. At this point, nothing was going on in the household. They have not called the Baba. They have not called the police. They have not called ambulance. Nothing. You understand? So, they called the man and say, Oga, the person don't buy you. The man was in shock. All right. So, that was around midday. The news was already going all over the place. Fast forward. By 2:30, around 2:30 p.m. on Tuesday, remember they already they contacted this same nurse on Monday. They waited for the nurse to come back to arrive Nigeria on Tuesday. And then they were doing all the shenanigans that they were doing in the house. Don't forget, they ate, they drank, they slept, they smoked Igbo in that house throughout Monday. They didn't tell anybody, they didn't call anyone, they didn't tell the father. They waited. Then you all know the story, the rest of the story. The rest of the story. The nurse came, she saw plenty water all over the house. All over the house. They were moving him from one place to another. He was asking him, the nurse asking, are you the nurse? You know. Gave him one injection, gave him the second one. He needed the third one because of the reaction. She went to the pharmacy to go and get a third injection. Before she came back, they carried him like a baby, put him inside car. She opened her mouth wide. She didn't know what happened. She was still asking, waiting happen. Why are you carrying the boy? Is it the she was still even bewildered. Is it the person I came to treat? Is it not the person I came to treat? She doesn't even know the person. She didn't even know who it was. They put the boy in the car and they rushed, did all the shenanigans. They first of all went to a 20 minutes away hospital. Then they came back to a 5 minutes away hospital. They did all kinds of things. The father was informed that his son was not feeling well. His son was not feeling well. Okay, let me go and see the man. You know, typical Baba Mohbad. He left everything he was doing. A lot of we young people today, a lot of we young men today, they make money, they collect bar, then call you, say your son's sick. You go call Jesus and say, hey, Jesus, help me take care of my son. And they come, make I finish making this money before I go see my son. Not true. Some of us we will not leave that whatever we are doing. Some men, then go they do under G inside, you know, side chick place. Then go they do under G, the phone ring, say your pikin sick. You no go jump up, you go finish that under G where you they do. Finish, stretch. Yeah. Before you go no say, you go remember, say somebody call you, say your pikin they sick. Metaloba left everything he was doing and he headed straight for Lekki. He headed straight for Lekki. He got there. Just imagine the time span. The time span that they took the boy to the hospital, from one hospital to another, then they came back home to the house, then the crowd that the Baba said he met, that even they wanted to bounce him at the gate. They wanted to bounce him as in, you know, when you go to club and, when you go to club and, you know, those boys, when they get big chest, we go stand for gate and say, you are not entering. This is not this is not your this thing. You're not coming in. They wanted to bounce the man from entering his son's house. But perhaps somebody recognized him and said, I am the father. I am Mohbad's dad. I'm his father. I be Mohbad Papa, before they allowed him to enter. And when the man entered, he went through the back because that's his normal route. He went through the back and went straight to the room of that boy. And when he got to the room, he saw, the duvet soaked. He saw the duvet soaked. He came downstairs. He asked the question. What happened to my son? What happened to my son? Nobody could answer him. When he got to the house, he met lawyer, he met Alpha. Those two Alphas, wherever you are today, or maybe you are more than two, wherever you are today, Ọlọ́run rí yín o. Ọlọ́run rí yín o. Ọlọ́run rí yín, Ọlọ́run rí yín, Ọlọ́run mọnú yín, Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ mọ nọ́mbà ilé yín. Ọlọ́run mọ nọ́mbà ilé yín, ó mọ orúkọ yín. Ó mọ orúkọ yín. Those you are far, tẹ̀dẹ̀ ń kéwú tẹ̀ ń pe Quran. Tẹ̀ ń kéwú. Tẹ̀ ń ké wákàtí márùn-ún lójúmọ́. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀. And so, as we had it, Baba, according to what we had, the Baba called, they called the ambulance. They said, well, okay, let's go. They took the body to the police station. They got there. The police never even touched the corpse. They never even opened it to say, you know what, let's see what these guys brought. Let's see what they have here. Can we take a look at it? What did you say happened to him? Where? Who were those people in the house? Did they ask those questions? And so the purpose of this discussion is to highlight these questions, the questions that the Nigerian police, they ran away from. The question that Baba Mohbad, the questions that the police ran away from. The questions that the police refused to, how do I do this now? The questions that the police refused to answer. You understand? So let's start from there.
Tarzan. Mr. Tarzan.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes. Salam. Just 1 minute.
Yes,
please, do you have moderators on your platform? Share any moderators? Share our moderators.
No. I don't.
Any family you share moderators because they are crying with.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it, but I think maybe some people might know how to do it anyway. But let me tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
Nonsense. Let me tell you. I can assure you, Mohbad case is not going anytime soon. Mohbad case will continue to linger on. We will continue to be saying it until the government do the right thing. We are not backing down. We are not backing down. Do you think you're okay because you are succeeded? You think everybody will go quiet on this Mohbad case? It's a lie. There are some of us that are interested in this case, and this case will stay. It will stay and it will stay. We are continuing to be talking about it until Lagos State government and the Nigerian police do the right thing. So welcome on this platform. We are waiting for you. We are here and we continue to be here. We will stand and we will remain resolute. On this case, we are not backing down. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you so much, ma. God bless you. Listen. If you, I don't thank you, mommy, Ajay Wadi. Thank you for calling my attention to that. I don't have more. I don't know how to do it. And more so, one of what makes me to be disinterested in it is that being a moderator has been made to look like a chieftaincy title that has created confusion and wahala that I've had, but I don't know how to do it. I will try to see how to do it so that we can bring some sanity into the matter. But again, they can't stop this message. There's no way. All of you contaminants, you can't. Mohbad's message is pure. Mohbad's message is pure. There is no way you can contaminate it. There's no way. Lies. See, if lies, distortion, propaganda, intimidation have not been able to make it go away since September 11th to this day, there is nothing more that you can say that would make the matter to go away. There's nothing. So you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your time. And so look, what are those questions that the police ran away from? That they know that if they actually go for these questions, it's going to reveal issues. It's going to draw them to the answer to the case. It's going to drag them to the solution to this case. What are those questions? For me, number one is the question of police. What happened in that house from September 11th to September 12th to 2:30 p.m.? What was the emergency? What was the emergency? Imagine if we were able to catalog everything that happened from the moment Mohbad stepped into his house with his crew and the girlfriend, up to the point where the three evil friends came out of the house at 3 a.m. If the police, why has the police not been able to catalog exactly what happened? What was the medication they were going to purchase? What was the medication? Who told them? Who prescribed the medication? Who was the person in that house that told them, listen, go and buy XYZ. This is what you need to go and get. Who prescribed those medications? Did they get the medications? Where did they buy the medication from? Did they administer it? You understand? These are critical questions that the police have failed to ask, and people seem to have been scammed to not ask the question, to just do as if they didn't see it or they don't think these are necessary questions. At 3 a.m., September 11, who was calling who in that house? Who was calling who in that house? Who was calling who in that house? Who was calling who? But why has the police decided not to extend their investigative net to cover all of these areas? That at 3 a.m. when the emergency happened, CY made a call to this person. Wunmi made a call. Wunmi sent a voice note. Wunmi text this person. Adura called this person. Adura text this person. Adura sent a voice note to this person. DJ Bami's phone called this person. Mohbad's phone, what was in it? Who did Mohbad use his phone to communicate with last? What the catalog of things that Mohbad would have had in his phone up to that September 11? Where is it? Where is it? And some people will be clapping for the police that they have done a great job. They're clapping for them. So when you ask these questions now, and you're thinking, wait a minute, you mean the Nigerian police didn't even ask this? They didn't ask themselves these questions? Who came into that house after the driver left? At least we have one on record on Monday, September 11. We have one. And that was the person that Prime Boy sent to go and collect his bag. At least that one is on record. Who else came into the house? Who visited the apartment? Who went into the house? You understand? How many phones did Mohbad have? The CCTV that was installed at the place. Just imagine if that driver was not at the gate. Just imagine that when those three guys came out of the house, they did not see the driver by the gate. What do you think would have been what turn, twist do you think the story might have taken? People who removed and vandalized the CCTV that Mohbad used his money to install. They removed it. Eh? Who called the driver? Who called the driver? Even if the driver only sees unknown number, at least the telecom companies can provide you that details. Who called the driver? Could it be that that person who called the driver already knew? Could that person that called the driver be one of the riggers of this situation? One of those people who was teaching the people in the house what to say, what not to say, happened? Why is the police not digging deep towards that? If the police did the right thing, who is going to be exposed? Who is going to go down for it? We have a record of one person who visited that house after the driver left. And that was the messenger that Prime Boy sent to go and collect his bag. They didn't even allow him to come. They just threw the bag over the gate and gave it to him, and the boy went. He didn't even step into the yard. The boy went. Who went into that house that Monday? They went to bed. Everybody had dinner. They smoked 1 or 2 joints. They drank. They went to bed. They slept Monday night. They woke up on Tuesday. They still did nothing. What did Adura do on Tuesday morning, given the fact that there was an emergency on Monday morning? What did Adura do? Who did Adura call? Who did Adura message? Who? Who did Wunmi call on Tuesday morning when every one of them woke up? Let's say they woke up at 6 a.m. and they found out that the nurse that they called yesterday had not come to the house. She hasn't arrived. This nurse has not arrived as yet. What do we do? Who did they call? How is it that nobody thought of taking him to the hospital that is 5 minutes away? 5 minutes. They won't need Okada for that. They could just even do a lumberjack, just carry him on the back and take him to that place. They could run to the hospital and get the hospital to bring an ambulance to take him. Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do that? Why did the police not ask this question? Eh? And the Baba came after asking them what happened. Because if they tell the Baba the truth, somebody will go down. They didn't say anything. All Wumi said to the Baba was, hello, carry him to Ekiti. Imagine. That was all she said. Imagine if the Baba had gone straight to Ekiti. What would be the story today? If the Baba had not gone to the police station, what would be the story today? What will we be talking about today? Aloba would be in trouble, because those who did that and cover up all of these things, they will go to any length to make sure that they put this man away. They can do it. That's their intention. That will be their next line of action. Had the man gone straight to Ikorodu or on his way to Ekiti without going to the police station, we will not be saying the same thing that we're saying today. There will be no case. But the man took the body to the police station. He took the body, he took it to the police station. And when he got to the police station, those of you who know Nigeria very well, you have been to Nigeria, you are a Nigerian, you live in Nigeria, you live in Lagos, you know the Nigerian police like the back of your hand, like this. You can predict the Nigerian police. When you see them on the road, you know what they stand for. Just imagine that somebody would take a whole body of a young man, corpse of a young man, and take it to the police, and the Nigerian police will do nothing. How is that possible? How is that possible? How is that possible? I think the whole case should have stopped at this point. Everything should have stopped at this point. Nothing else again. Forget about everything that happened after. Everything that happened after, forget it. At the point when the body got to the police station, that's where the case should have stopped. How can even in Burkina Faso, if you are passing by not that you go into the police station, you carry a dog that has pied in your hand like this, and you are walking in front of a police station, you are going nowhere. The police will stop you. They will bring you in. You will explain, then continue to explain. Then you further explain. You keep on explaining. You keep on talking, explaining, till you can explain no more as to where did you get a pie puppy from? What happened to the puppy? Who were those who were around the puppy? Were you there when this thing happened to the puppy? What did you do to save the life of the puppy? Hey, you are going nowhere. Not to now talk of a Nigerian situation where napping situation is a big deal, is a huge problem in the whole country. That police will be doing stop and search on the road, and they open your bag and they see a small finger inside your purse. Hey, then they say, "Madam, open your bag. We want to search you." And they were searching, and suddenly they just search inside one paper. They can't open the paper. They can't see finger like this. Oh, they can't see them inside the wrapper, inside the paper. Do you think you will go home that day? For the same Nigeria where you and I, where we know, you're going nowhere. You're going nowhere. So the question is, how is it? Why did the police send the Baba away without asking the right question, without employing their standard operating procedure, without doing the right thing? The whole matter should not have gone beyond that point at all. It should not have gone beyond. That's where the whole matter should stop. The issue of going to the mortuary should not have even come up at all. Or the issue of Baba burying the boy is something else. The issue of exhumation issue. We won't get to do all these points. We won't get there. We will not get to these areas. Had the police asked the right question, done the right thing? So the question is, who made the police not to do the right thing? Who? Who were the police covering by looking away, by not asking the right question? So these questions are the questions that will keep this case alive for as long as time is. The case will go nowhere. Who is that police officer? The DPO. Who is that DPO? Who they brought a corpse to? And you could do nothing but to tell them to go away. To tell them to go away. But to just tell them to go away. To tell them to go away. Just go. Go. And so when you look at this case, you will see that the police, everything in this case revolves around them. It revolves around the police. It revolves around the investigation. It revolves around their failings. It revolves around their shenanigans. It revolves around their incompetence. Everything about the case. Everything about it. I mean, how is it that they brought a corpse to the police station? The police never even go to the body to examine it, to check it, whether it is a corpse that they brought or a log of wood or a goat. Or maybe they just wrap a cow with white cloth and brought it and lie and say that it is human body. You understand? So you see, so you didn't do that. They never did that. They didn't ask them, okay, what happened to him? Is he alive? They said, no, he's gone. Do you have any documentation to show that he's gone? Who certified him that he is gone? Who certified him pied? Where is the document? Where is the document? To this day, the Baba has never set his eyes on that document to show that, this was what happened to his son. Never. Never. The first doctor that attended to him, according to them, because there is a narrative that they had actually gone to one hospital before they went to Kuramed. I don't know how far that is true. But the hospital that gave them the document, the report of what happened, according to the DOS, that document is nowhere to be found to this day. To this day, it's nowhere to be found. So all these questions are still hanging. Police said he bled profusely. How? How did he bleed profusely? Where? When? Can we see the evidence of profuse bleeding? They still can't produce it to this day. To this day, this state can't produce it. They can't explain to the world that, listen, this is the evidence. They were mopping it up. This is the sign. These are the pictures. This is the pictures. These are the signs. Yeah, look. This was the cloth that they used to mop the floor. Look at it. We did an X-ray. This was what the X-ray showed. Had the police known that this case would turn out to be like this, do you think they would have come out to give that sham, disgusting press statement that they did? They would not. As a matter of fact, that press release they did is binding them right now. It's binding them. It's like a noose around their neck. That press statement that they did is like a noose around their neck. A noose that is well tightened. There's no way they can remove it. There's no way they can remove it. So we are asking the question, how can you say you're going ahead, you want to charge the nurse and spending for negligence? You left Adura, who was in the house, who owed his brother the most duty of care in that house. You left Wumi, who had the opportunity to run outside, to call 911, to call the police, to call the hospital, to call everything. They didn't do it. They kept the boy in the house from Monday, September 11, 3 a.m., all through to 2:30, and maybe by 3 o'clock, 3:30, when the nurse went to go and buy stuff. You left those people. How could you leave the police officer who refused to do his job? And you're talking about negligence? How? How do you make sense of negligence this way? How do you make sense of negligence this way? Let me even say, the people in the house. Let's do as if let's forget about the people in the house. Those who were in that house as of September 11, those who were there at 3 a.m. when that emergency happened. Let's pretend as if we didn't see them. What about the police? The policeman, where they in charge of that police station. They carry them dead body, come meet you inside your police station, and you told them to go away. Is that not where negligence should start from? Is that not where negligence should start from? Is that not where negligence would start from in a serious country? Is that not where it will start from? That's where it should begin. If you want to talk about negligence, that's where it should begin. If Wumi, Adura, DJ Bami, Spending, Lifestyle, Yatunde, Karamo, all of them in the house, if all of them failed, they failed as ordinary citizens who lacked love, who didn't know what it means to care for another person, who didn't know what the value of a soul. What about the police who were trained, who have the constitutional responsibility to protect life and properties? And you just see that a life just gone in front of you, they brought it to you, and you could not ask the necessary basic question. Is that not where negligence should start from? Isn't that where the definition of negligence resides? And you forget about Adura, who could have ran outside to go and look for help for his brother. You left Wunmi, who has been benefiting from the sweat of Mohbad, from the sweat of the boy, who has been the sole beneficiary, from the sweat of Mohbad. You left her, who did nothing but wait for an international nurse, quack, auxiliary person to come from another country. You left them. You left a supposed uncle who was supposed to be his personal assistant. You left him. You left DJ Bami, the man who the nurse said was there when the doctor handed him the envelope, the white envelope, the doctor's note. He was the one who collected it. You left him. You left him. As if they owed the boy no duty of care. And then you went to go and be talking about the nurse. To be talking about a quack nurse. Your net, your investigative net, could not catch the real culprits in this matter. You are going for the nurse and spending. The Nigerian Police Lagos State Chapter, they are a disgrace. They are a disgrace. If you have given the Nigerian police credit, any credit in this case of Mohbad, everything that Mohbad suffered, everything that Baba Mohbad is suffering right now, you will have your own fair share of it. You and your family, you will have your own share of it. Because I don't know how you can think that the police has done well in this case. Days after the body had been taken to the police station, rejected, taken to the mortuary, rejected. Days after was when the police now went to the house. Everybody froze. They pressed pause. The movie stopped. Nobody went into the house. Nobody swept the house. Nobody did nothing. Nobody moved anything. Nobody did anything. Everything just froze. You know, when you're watching a movie, you know, some of us who spend time on Netflix, you know, when you're watching Netflix and you pause the movie to go and do something and then you come back. So you see, the moment they took the body out of the house, they paused. Everything paused. Somebody somewhere just pressed paused. And when it paused, the syringe was where it was. 5 syringes was where they were. You know, everything was there. Nothing changed. Nothing happened. And then maybe 3-4 days after, the police went to the house. And they met everything exactly the way they left it. Crazy police. Why did you not declare the house a crime scene? That was where you found the syringes. Those syringes alone were enough reason to cordon off the house to say, look, nobody must enter into this place. This place has become a crime scene. The fact that you met a syringe in that house, why did you not declare the house a crime scene? Why? The police even went, they marched themselves into the house and compromised the scene by removing the syringes. They removed the syringes, they didn't cordon off the place. They removed the CCTV, they didn't declare the place crime scene. Ha! Nigerian police, you are a disgrace. Oh, if you have any member of your family that is a member of the Nigerian police, oh my goodness. Don't tell anybody, oh. Don't let people know, say, you get police in your family, oh. Don't let them know. Don't let them know. As a matter of fact, if somebody says, is that not your uncle in the police uniform? That's your uncle now. Deny the person immediately and say, no, I don't know Amo. We don't relate to. I don't know Amo. You can imagine. Why would you remove the syringe from a space where there was a possible homicide? You remove the CCTV, you took it away, and you did not declare the place a crime scene. If I ask this question now, I bet you they don't have it. Ask the Nigerian police, Lagos State, do you have pictures, photos of that house, that space when you got there? We all watch crime stories. Oh my goodness. Anybody can be a criminal. Oh. Anybody can be criminal minded, just like Wumi. Just like Wumi. Criminally minded. Like lifestyle, like Adura, like spending, like the nurse, like Yatunde, like Karamo. They can all decide to be criminals. That's life. But what cannot happen is for police who have the instrumentality of the law and the enabling mechanism of government to make them prevent, solve, resolve, and crack cases. For them not to be able to, oh my goodness. Nigeria Police, Lagos State, I doubt if these guys have pictures. You know, when you are watching movies, all these crime movies, when you will see when something happens, you will see some police officer, they will come with cameras. They won't touch anything. They will have gloves in their hands and they will be taking pictures. In some cases, you will see them mark number 1. You will see them mark another one, number 2. You will see them 23. They will mark everything. The Lagos State Police, they went into a possible crime scene, a possible homicide scene. They removed syringes. They removed CCTV cameras from that space, but never declared the place a crime scene. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How is that possible? How is that possible? That you will go into a place where they told you there are possible homicide. You met 5 syringes there. You are still asking questions. What happened? Who were those in this house? And all you did was to just collect the syringes, put them inside paper bag. Tell somebody to bring ladder for you. You remove all the CCTV, all the cameras. You put them inside poly bag. And then you're gone. And then Wumi, Adura, DJ Bami, Lifestyle, Yatunde, Karamo, all of them were back in the house to finish up cleaning and mopping up the wet floor, cleaning up, arranging everywhere back. Look, how is that possible? And some people are comfortable. A lot of people are saying they are okay. No. No. No, man. The police cannot be okay that way. The government cannot be okay that way. They can't be okay like that. They can't. It's not possible. Look, even the one that is an officer of the court, a lawyer who should know better, A lawyer who should be a guide. A lawyer who Baba Mubad and every well-meaning person at that point in time should be like, thank God we have a lawyer in our midst. Oh, his lawyer is here. He failed the test too. He brought shame to the bar. He brought shame, disgrace to the court. He stood there. He couldn't advise Aloba, a carpenter, what to do, what step to take. He couldn't even call the police and say, police, come. Oh. He couldn't tell the Baba, don't touch the body. Don't carry it. Let nobody carry it. Let nobody touch the body. Leave it the way it is. Leave it where it is. This happened at this house. So please come. He would have been the person who will be charging the police. I said, police, you must be there. You must declare this place a crime scene. Something happened in this house. Something has happened to my client. My client came into this house alive. Something happened to my client. What happened? You must arrest everyone. He should have been up fighting for his client. I don't know if any one of you have ever watched a series titled Boasting Legal. Boasting Legal. Go and see how lawyers, legal practitioners, how they defend their clients with passion, with the backing of the law. This is my client. I spoke to him 2 weeks ago, last week, blah, blah. He should have even been reminding the police right there and then, this guy, I have a petition pending with the police that his life was under attack. I have the petition there. Look what has happened now. He's gone. This is not going, man. Honestly, I don't know. Can you imagine? He didn't call Baba Mubad. And that was your client who was paying you for your services. He was paying you when he goes to shows, to sing, when he needs to sign a contract for his show, blah, blah. You get paid from his sweat. Kilofi Yatosib Wumi. What's the difference between you and Adura? What's the difference between you and DJ Bami? Mubad gave you an opportunity to make a living, to make some money out of his money. Just the way he called Darusha to come and eat, the way he called lifestyle and spending to come and benefit from his money, Mr. Lawyer, and you could not defend him. Yoruba people will say, the pigeon will eat and drink with the landlord, but the pigeon will never go away when the landlord is no more. When the pigeon, when they eat, they drink, they stay with the landlord on top of that house, even when the landlord is no more, the pigeon will still remain. Mr. Lawyer, oh sad. Falade, you are a disgrace. You are a disgrace to the legal profession. You are a disgrace to the legal profession. You are a disgrace to the Nigerian Bar Association. You should be the one telling the police, I am his attorney. I am his attorney. You have to do something. You have to come to the house. Baba, don't worry. Don't touch it. Baba, stay right here. What happened to this boy in this house? You were supposed to be the one up and down, and people will be asking, who is that man? They will say, that's Mubad's lawyer. They will say, Umashio, That's what people were supposed to be saying. You kept quiet like a cat, like a mouse. You kept quiet. You didn't say anything. And to believe that this was the same lawyer who wrote 3 months ago petitioning the police and saying, look, these people are after the life of my client. These people, this set of people, names mentioned, have been after the life of my client. And now, exactly almost 3 months after, that your client now died in a mysterious way, in a way that has not been explained to this day, coherently explained to this day. And you are okay. You are doing more like a goat. All over the place. That means you are part of the conspiracy, Mr. Lawyer Falade. You are part of the conspiracy. How did you get to know something happened at Mohbad's house? How? How? Let me act. Hello? Lawyer Falade. It has happened. Oh, yeah. What happened? Hello. What happened? Who is speaking? Oh, it is CY, Mohbad's girlfriend. Mohbad? What happened to him? I spoke with him 2 days ago. We have something we needed to. Come. What happened to him? Mohbad aspired. Mohbad aspired? What? What happened to him? As a lawyer, those of us who are in the legal profession here, what will be the next thing that will come out of your mouth? What will be the next thing that will come out of your mouth? What will you say to a girlfriend who just called you? Or let's even say you look on the social media and you found out that something has happened to your client. What will you do? What are the things that will probably be the thing, your immediate reaction? Number one, you want to go there to see what's happening. Number two, you know he has a father. You call the father, you speak to the father. Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. My name is so. I am your son's. Perhaps, maybe the Baba even know the lawyer before. You understand? I am his lawyer. You understand? And then you say, the police. You call 911 right away. You call the police. Even if the police are not doing the right thing under the law, you will insist. Mr. Police, you cannot order the body to be moved. Baba, don't touch the body. This is a crime scene. That's what you will be shouting as a lawyer. You will be shouting as somebody who Mohbad retained up to the time of his spine. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that. And you have children. I hope your other clients, I hope they are listening. I hope they are taking notes. All the clients that still retains you to be doing legal works for them. Lawyer Falade, I hope all your clients are watching. Because when something happened to them too, the way you treated Mohbad, that's the way you are going to treat them. Lawyer Falade, those of you who, your family lawyer, your business lawyer is Falade, I hope you are paying attention. Because a leopard does not change its skin. That is who Lawyer Falade is. That is how he treats his clients. When his client pies, just like Mohbad, he doesn't ask the right questions. He does not do the right thing. He does not ensure that the police do their job. That's what he does. You understand? That's what it does. I hope you are paying attention, because when it happens tomorrow now, if you are still, if Lawyer Falade provides you with legal advice as of today, when it happens to you and he could not defend you, when the government show you their true color, either in your business or on the road with police, and Falade can't defend you, you can't be surprised though, because you had ears when he did it. He failed Mohbad. When he failed Mohbad, you are here. The same lawyer who wrote that petition 3 months before the boy died was at the house. He could not insist that the house be declared a crime scene. He watched as the man, when in the absence of any coherent, cogent, reasonable, sensible explanation be given, he called the ambulance and they took the body. He could not say anything. He didn't even, I'm not sure if he accompanied the Baba to the police station to ensure that the right thing was done at the police station. You see? To make sure that the right thing was done. He didn't even ask them, where is the doctor's note? You understand? And then, with all of this, would it be wrong for anyone to think that the police knew about the dying of Mohbad since Monday, since 9 a.m.? At the same time when they called the driver, the police people already know that Mohbad had gone. As at that time that somebody called the driver, the police network already knew what happened in that house. They knew. So they started the rigging. They started the cover up. Who do we call? Don't talk. Don't say this. Somebody should reach out to Baba. Somebody should get a hold of Mohbad. Somebody should make sure Mohbad is there. Somebody should be next to Mohbad. Don't let her say anything. Somebody should keep Adura. Just confiscate Adura somewhere. Don't let him speak to anybody. Oh, Tonto Dike, you go to Baba. Make sure the Baba does not speak to anybody. Oh my goodness. Tell the Baba not to worry. Tell the Baba not to worry, not to say anything to the world. Let the Baba know that we will take care of everything. Let the Baba know that don't worry, the funeral, we will buy caskets, we will buy the coffin. Don't worry, we will take care of everything. Don't say anything to anybody. And when the Baba spoke up, and when the Baba refused, when the Baba was like, wait a minute, it's my son that died now. Why are you the one going to go and be pricing casket? And the Baba made that critical interview. And from that day, it was war against Aloba Joseph. It was war against that man. And a lot of people blaming the man. Some even said he was the one that pied the boy. He was the one that pied. Even the mother of the boy even said he was the one who sent people to go and pie him. Can you imagine the fire against Aloba? And to this day, for one way or one reason or another, somehow you just blame the man. He went to go and bury the boy. He went to this. He went to that. Blah, 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 blah. They bury him. Well, he didn't see it. Did he see the body in the mortuary? Did he see any mark? Was there any... All kinds of things. As if people suddenly think that the government is an angel. It's not. The government is against Aloba. They are the powers that are working against him. The government is the power that is covering the truth. They quickly took the body. They exhumed the body. They exhumed it. The doctor, the hospital that could have told whether there were lacerations on the body of Mohbad, the first doctor that saw the body, the first doctor that wrote the note to say, they brought him, it was a brought in pie. You understand? Brought in pied. Brought in pied. Brought in pied. He examined the body. That doctor is nowhere to be found. That doctor is nowhere to be found. They rigged the doctor. They rigged the doctor's notes. They rigged the police station. They rigged the mortuary. And you want to get a result from Baba's autopsy after they rigged their own autopsy. They rigged their own autopsy. They didn't give Baba the chance for him to have a truly independent autopsy. I don't know how many of you are aware that when Baba got his pathologist, and the pathologist said, I need access to the body. I need some files from the police. I need these 5 syringes so that I can test to check what medication or what medicine is in this injection and what is in his body. And these files to see what the police did. Do you know that they never gave the pathologist anything? Do you know that Ajeku, the remains of the sample that the government used for their own autopsy was what they gave the man? Remember, when the government took the sample of Mohbad, they went and kept it on a shelf in the police station. They kept it inside one wardrobe for months until God bless Berekete, who exposed them. That we now realize that, oh, Chineke. So these people did, these people did not do any autopsy. They just kept the samples there until we found out that they didn't do anything. So when they did something, did their abracadabra, sham, fake autopsy, and it came out inconclusive as they had already rigged. When Baba wanted to do his own now listen, Shebi then supposed to tell Baba, that's the body. Take your pathologist there. Let him take whatever he wants to take and let him do